So is this the end of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme that many believe was one of the game-changing schemes of recent times, or is it simply a name change, with Mahatma Gandhi being replaced by the VBG Ramji Bill, as it's now being called, Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission? Joining me now is Ritika Khera, professor at IIT Delhi. She's been involved right from the inception of Manrega, looked at the scheme very closely. You've now suggested, Ritika Khera, that this is the end of Manrega. The government says we are improving this bill that we are going to introduce in Parliament. It's already creating a political controversy. Why are you saying that this bill which will be introduced will mark the end of Manrega, when the government is saying we are guaranteeing 125 days of work, not just 100, but 125 days of work?
Right. So actually, it says in the Act, this bill, that they will repeal Manrega. And, you know, the promise, so-called promise of 125 days, it's not really like Manrega, because one, they say 125 days. Two, they say the sharing ratio will be 60-40. So the center will pay 40%.
Between the center and the states.
Right. And but there is something called a normative allocation that they are saying they will make. So the central government will make a normative allocation to all the states, but whether this normative allocation will be enough to guarantee for 125 days with only a 40% contribution, that is not guaranteed in the Act. They say very clearly that it will be based on some objective criteria. So if the government, central government,
your main concern, correct? No, 1 minute. Your main concern is that as the scheme stood today, 100 days was guaranteed work, which the center would fund. Now it's a 60-40 ratio between center and states, and you're not sure whether that fiscal burden that will be borne by the states will be enough to guarantee 125 days of work. Am I correct?
No, so they are not guaranteeing that the money, that the center's contribution will be enough for 125 days. And that is the very least that one would have liked to see in the Act. And so if the money given by the center is not enough, even with the lower contribution of the center, to guarantee 125 days, how can the center impose this kind of obligation on the state? And why would the state, in fact, implement it? In the Narega scheme, in the Narega Act, the reason that it worked is because the center would give the full funding if the state implemented it. And if the state failed to implement it, then they would have to carry the cost of the unemployment allowance. Now they will have to carry the cost of implementation at a higher rate, for which it is not guaranteed whether they will even get enough at 40% contribution from the center. So in the end, there is no guarantee from the center. It is only putting legal obligations on the states without, as we know, the states don't have enough resources anyway.
But you would agree that there have been concerns over Manrega, over whether some of the assets that have been built, whether they are, the need for permanent assets, not just for non-manual work. You need to create permanent assets. Surely there is a need, therefore, for improvement. It's not as if a bill should remain the same or an act should remain the same in perpetuity. It's more the financial model that's been brought in. Forget about the controversy over why Mahatma Gandhi's name is being removed. That's a political controversy. But you're more concerned about how the finances are going to operate and whether this will eventually lead to center saying we can't now pay for 125 days guaranteed work.
Right. So they not only have they reduced their obligation, even at the reduced obligation is not guaranteed. And in fact, the point you made earlier is very important. For the longest time, we have been asking for improvements, corrections in NREGA. See, you have to remember that the Act was passed unanimously in 2005. The BJP also signed on to it. So when the Act is unanimous, even though you must review it, surely it should be done in a more consultative manner. And that is one part of the problem, is that there has been no consultation on what are the changes that are required. Certainly not amongst the people that we are aware of, amongst the development economists. Hundreds of papers have been written, but no one seems to have been asked about how we should tinker or improve the existing act. So, of course,
What
even
is
with
the
the
one
assets
what is the
actually,
one improvement you would like? What is the one improvement that you would have liked to see in the existing act?
right. Okay. So, just one quick word on the assets since you brought it up. In fact, the studies that exist, the rigorous studies that exist on the asset creation, they're actually far more positive than we imagine. Mango plantations, fish ponds, NREGA wells that have allowed the farmers to cultivate some extra vegetables around the well that has been dug and so on. And if you ask me what was the one improvement I would have liked to see in the act, is to rethink all the centralization that is happening through excessive digitization of this program. It started in UPA 2 with imposition of Aadhaar, and that has become such a mess now. It's a real tangled web of all kinds of digitization, and people are running from pillar to post to get work. Once they get work, to be paid, and once their payments are sanctioned, actually to withdraw the money. So those kinds of improvements were very much required and needed. Even those needed consultations, but this has come completely out of the blue, and it is actually
And
mainly seems to be targeted at withdrawing the guarantee. In fact, there is a clause which says that it for 60 days in the year, the act will not be operational. So for those 60 days, it is a guarantee to not give employment.
right. I just want to put one caveat. There is a strong possibility that the bill will be sent to a select committee for further review. It is very likely that that will happen. Yes, it's likely to be introduced in Parliament. It's been cleared by the cabinet, but it could be sent to a select committee. So hopefully some of the concerns that you and others have will be addressed by that select committee. And therefore, even if there is a revised new scheme, hopefully it will be in the interests of India's rural poor. Ritika Khera, for joining me here on the news today with your concerns. Thank you very much.
Thank you.